A very good evening to India, a very good morning to Brazil, and good day to all viewers of Global Edu Leaders Forum. A very important topic. It is not for India. Uh, as per the sustainable goals of United Nations, aiming 2030, we are discussing on the point called education and sustainability. Honestly speaking, education without sustainability and sustainability without education is not possible at all. I still remember once UNESCO was designing five major component or five major objectives what need to be done for sustainable education. Once you talk about 17 sustainable goals of United Nations, sustainable goals for education, our education and sustainability is already been pointed given. First point is called advancement of policies. So policies and procedures need to be made advanced. And second topic, which was aimed as transforming learning environment.
Exactly.
Third point was building capabilities. Fourth point was empowering learner. And the last and fifth point was accelerating the level of action taken for education and sustainability. Keeping this in mind, we have our aim to take this goal of United Nations forward. Global Edu Leader Forum, along with the all honorable members of Global Edu Leader Forum, all viewers of Global Edu Leader Forum, and all honorable speakers for today, those who are going to talk. We would like to touch the points with our experience. I keep saying distance between head and heart is very shortest distance, around 18 inch. But at the same time, this shortest distance take longest time in the life. So I would like to invite Dr. Haridas Mukherjee. He has a wide depth knowledge and experience. Welcome to you, and over to you to get started.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Beatrice Weiss. Thank you, Singh sir, and all other dignitaries today present here. It's my great honor that I'm, yes, before you to deliver my speech. Yes, within 28 years of journey in education industry, traveled, worked, lived, and studied around the world in many countries. What I observed that what is actually the sustainable practices, the best, on which based? Uh, Everything actually we need for our survival, right, and for our well-being. And it depends either directly, sometimes indirectly, sometimes natural environment also. Yes, we all are getting educated to live a comfortable life, to live happily, to see the world and change the lives. Whole world is our home, you can say. So for the sustainable practice in education, if we say that sustainable education is an educational approach, you can say, aimed at entrenching to the students, schools, and communities. Means the all three the stakeholders, the values and the motivations act for sustainability now and in the future. in one's own life, in their communities or in the worldwide platform, that doesn't matter. But the thing is that for the sustainable practices in education, each and every stakeholders should have to take the responsibility that a role we will have to play for the society, of the society, by the society. Now, here actually how education related to sustainability, here education, you can say the sustainable development means the including key sustainable development issues into teaching and learning. Obviously, that is most important. For example, suppose the climate change. Very recently, we have seen the COVID pandemic also, the disaster risk reduction, obviously poverty, obviously sustainable consumption. When I was in Maldives, I have done the plastic removing session on the sea beach. That also a sustainable development session. When I was on the you can say I was in Cambodia, I have taken the initiative to clean the that is the clean the society. So we made a campaign. In this way, students got involved through the society's development on the environment, and which can connect or which can relate the their own life, their own community, the stakeholders, as well as obviously the development in education. You can say the education is seen as a big force, a force that not only contributes the national development but also sustainable development. It is a key development, you can say. And education promotes the development of knowledge and skills required to the active sustainable development. The most important thing from the UN, the United Nations, the SDG, we are playing the role. Even we will have to think the underwater activities, the underwater cleanliness, the sea water, because that is also their SDG goals. Okay, the underwater lives. So the fish, the turtles, and there are lots of sea animals are there. Their life is in hectic situation nowadays just because of the waste materials. The students are taking the lots of initiatives to clean the sea area, seashore, and these practices should continue. It's not a just like very recently we have done the World Environment Day. Oh my God, each and everyone went to the field and plant a tree, and they are taking the selfie and they are posting the picture in the Facebook or WhatsApp status. Oh, one day only this activity. No, 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 no. This should be 365 days in a year. This you can say this aim, this campaign should have to control by the stakeholders, by the society, by the community, and also by the country's policyholders. Countries' policyholders are not taking so much initiatives. I have seen, yes, being an Indian, I have seen the country's policymakers are not taking so much initiatives to take this type of drive on a continuous process, on a sustainable way. The sustainable means a continuous development process. Here, each and every country should have to take this initiative, not a single day, World Environment Day, World Clean Air Water Day, World Natural Airs Day, Global Warming Day, like this. But the thing is, we should have to make a or create an awareness in our own. If we cannot create within ourselves, we will not be able to serve for the society. We will not be able to serve for the community. And also, we will not be able to live a happy life. Nowadays, very recently, we have seen, even we heard the news that in South Africa, some areas, some zones are totally drought area. There are scarcity of drinking water. Now, you can say, who is the main responsible? We. We are the main responsible for this. We are cutting the trees, making the streets, making the flyover, and in the flyover, there is a picture we are drawing from the municipal corporation. They are painting a picture of trees, and they are and that picture they are writing the caption, "Plant trees more." Oh my God! You have cut it down all the trees to make this flyover, and you have not taken any decision. You have not taken any steps to plant more trees, and you are painting a picture on the that that pillar, that plant trees for safe life, for green life. Now, this is actually, you can say, the contradictory. Maybe it may not be matched with my voice to any other's voice. The country's policymakers and also those who are executing the policy, they have a little bit of gap to control these sustainable process, these sustainable practices. Environmental sustainable practices obviously incorporates the wise resources as the core principle of daily activities to reduce emissions, the prevent pollutions, wastage, reduce energy. So all these would have to incorporate with the school curriculum, with the education system, so that from a childhood education, means grade 1 to grade 12, each and every class should have to follow these principles. We are using the reusable, means we are forcing that we should have to use that washable, reusable towels. Similarly, we can use what you call, instead of single-use paper and plastics, we can reuse different items. Why should I not? We are not doing. We are buying the bottled water, that plastics, but no one purchasing a good reusable, what you call, you can say, the good quality glass bottle, because it's the weight is huge. We cannot carry. Oh my God, we cannot carry the 1 liter big glass water bottle, but we can carry the pollution within ourselves. That is very good. Oh my God, it should be stopped. That instead of single, yes, many, I have seen in many conference, I have seen they are giving the plastic water bottle in front of the speaker's table, but the speakers, they can't carry a good, you can say, the good quality bottled water. They can't get a faucet filter, good quality filter. They can't install at their home, but they can carry the plastic. They can use. They can throw in the street. Even I have seen they are not using the properly the dustbin. The 3 stages of dustbins are there, but many people don't follow these things. So actually, we should have to make within our, it's a habit like that. Avoiding the use of plastic bags to keep the ocean clean, life on land, or planting trees to help protect the environment, responsible consumption, production, and recycling items such as paper, plastics, glass, aluminum. This should everything. I don't want to put it in as a text. I don't want to put in as a PPT slide once in a what you call month in a conference. I should have to be create within myself as a habit. That is the most important thing. The role of education in sustainable development, that the most important thing is that it's a lifelong learning process. You cannot say that, okay, one day I have learned it and giving people knowledge and skills these to help and find new solutions, but it's a lifelong process. Nowadays, many developed countries, they are making, the trees plant leaf, the plate. They are making the plate of that by plant leaf. They are not using the plastic plate. They are not using the plastic glass. They are using paper cup, or they are using the some the plants leaf. So it should be a habit like that. So that the role of education in these sustainable practices, it should be incorporated to provide the opportunity for acquiring knowledge and skills that will enable the people to develop their full potential and become successful members of the society. And another most important, I will give the what do you call the important task to the teachers. If teachers can take this major role and responsibility to train the students properly, obviously they can get the the knowledge and skills for lifelong learning in this sustainable development process, and it can make a practice. And above all, they should have to, from the principal to the sweeper of any school, from the mayor to any sweeper of any corporation or any city, they should have to maintain this, or they should have to take this, they should have to take an oath like this for this sustainable process to clean and clear what do you call environment, and to make our life happier, easier, healthier. Thank you so much. And last but not least, I want to mention another thing, that the four pillars of sustainability, that one is human sustainability, one is social sustainability, another is economic sustainability, another is environmental sustainability. So all four segments should have to focus by the stakeholders of our society, not only through the education sector, not only through the administration, not only through the the government offices, but all will have to take these initiatives in a great manner. Otherwise, if it's just like a it's just like a chain. If one person, if one person and one portion are getting lack of concentration or lapse, the chain will break. The sustainable cycle will not run smoothly. So that's why human, social, economic, and environmental, these chains should have to maintain properly, so that we can achieve the United Nations SDG, Sustainable Development in practice through the education.
Oh, great, Dr. Haridas. Because you touched a point where you say leading by example. Indeed, this is the actual requirement. People keep talking, people keep doing lots of social media advertisement, but on actual ground. So I endorse myself. One is my water bottle, and second is I'm not using any plastic. I always use the glass. Why I'm saying this? Morning, once I start my office, the 2 bottles of water I am carrying in the thermos. One small one. To you. My driver has got this habit of keeping these things. He knows any plastic material, if I take to my car, even my family members are not allowed to carry the bags from the shopping. They must carry. So it's all matter of habit. I keep talking about health. Once we talk about the health, especially this fast food and drinks, you will not believe it become a habit that no one can see in my home fridge, never ever any cold drink, which comes in the plastic bottle.
Yes, sir.
If it is in the paper pack, fine, real juice, fine. But no material, even water bottle, once we go to a restaurant for food and all, either we have to carry, either you take the glass bottle if it is available, otherwise say no. So one day, one waiter asked, sir, why it is? I told him, I think you must learn it. I'm not worried about a 1 liter water. I'm worried about more the bottle which we throw after taking 1 liter water.
Exactly, sir.
So it's a matter of habit. And to be very honest, without habit, nothing is possible.
Yes, that actually I have tried to focus. We should have to make a habit. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have seen people writing good articles in the newspaper, giving big lectures, even on the climate change and plastic pollution. People are talking and keeping the water bottle in the tape, keeping in front of them. So there is a difference. There is a difference between brain and heart. And Global Edu Leader Forum was the based on this only connectivity of head to heart. You talk only what you understand, what you practice. You do not talk which you are not understanding at all. Anyway, thank you so much. Taking your point on a very serious note, I would like to convey my all speakers. Please focus on the practices which normally we lead by example. So Dr. Thomas, Divya Thomas is on the screen.
Good evening, all.
Welcome, Dr. Divya. I would love to hear more about the sustainable practices because Dr. Haridas has taken this. So welcome to you and over to you.
Thank you. And congratulations, Dr. Mukherjee, sir. You had a wonderful talk and I was quite listening to it. Now,
thank you.
As Mukherjee sir told, there are 4 pillars of education sustainability, including environmental, social, human, everything. See, I would like to speak on environmental sustainability, but not into a theory, much into the theory. I insist the global educators and our society that environmental teaching, it should start from the grade 1 or even from the kindergarten. We should teach our students, our children, and make them understand that without this, we can't live more. We can't live more because our planet has to be given prime importance. And we all speak about the plastics. In certain cases, we can't avoid it. And we used to tell about that we are keeping it into a trash where it is assigned. See, educated people or who are more concerned about this, we will reduce the use of plastic, and we will sometimes if we happen to take some plastic, for example, some curry powders, if we have to buy, it will come in plastic bags. So what we will do, we will collect it, clean it, and we'll dispose into the place where it is supposed to be. But what I am more concerned is nowadays where these are gone. As Mukherjee was telling, our ocean is more polluted. We have to think whether we or the developed countries are throwing all these waste into the ocean, or whether they are disposing into some other underdeveloped countries, or they are throwing it in the forest. So we have to think seriously about it, and we should train our children to find some other solution. Instead of plastics, what else can be done? Instead of collecting it all, how we can solve our the environmental we can reduce it. And our children should always think our environment is important. It is more important, our planet, our trees. Then along with it, we should have more concern about our other fellow beings also. See, we can't stop development. We can't think a country or any nation without industry. All these are there for our development, and there should be corporate offices. Everything should be there, and everyone, from a child, then in corporate offices, then everyone, whether our government officials, everyone should think, and they should be educated properly that without environmental sustainability, without social sustainability, without economic sustainability, without human sustainability, we can survive more. So with this, I would like to conclude. Thank you.
Great. I think a very valid point you have touched about. It is the responsibility of all, and education must be given from the beginning of the year, rather than we should wait if some other people will come and then they do the task. Honestly speaking, once we are aware, Dr. Divya was talking about the awareness from the primary classes or pre-primary classes, because at the age of primary or pre-primary classes, students are teens, means they are in the very tender buds age, and they have a better adaptability, as we say about it converts into the habit. So Dr. Divya, thank you so much for a very short and precise focus on this.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, still question is alive. Are we going to be just advisor, or are we going to be practitioner? This task is not possible till the date we all become practitioner. I really feel honored once I talk on the topic and all my speakers, at least those who have the practices. Now the question comes, how we reduce it. So reuse and reduce, these are the only two solutions which are going to make things possible if you are talking about the practices.
And recycle.
Reuse, yeah, reuse we have to think of which are the items, as Dr. Haddas was saying, if we use a towel rather than having a paper or napkin, and we know how many times we are going to reuse it, and where things are not required. I have seen in Indian marriage and parties, small bottles of 250 ml is kept, and one person on average 4 bottles they are using, taking one sip and throwing. I have seen in the school also, there are the big seminars, parties. What we have in mind, if we have purchased or we are spending money. So once we spend money, we have a right to destroy the environment. Honestly speaking, it is really disheartening once this developed country, or you say the countries, those who are throwing garbage to our ocean, destroying the ecosystem. Why? Because they have a right to do this. No. We all are human beings, and we must think about each other. Without any thought process, these things are not possible at all. I'll add a few more points where we need to. If a school principal standing on the dais in the morning assembly talks on the topic, as soon as he enters into the office, he does the same
thing. Yes.
So these moral ethics, moral values, which you are talking about, if you are not practicing, each child of age 3+ can judge you then and there. You keep talking about this, students, you should not do this, and you are doing the same. One day, I was talking to one KG student while walking. I asked him, do you know the rules of school? He told, no, I don't know the rules of school. I told, why? He told, I know the rules of my class. In fact, it was a very, very thought awakening for me. If I am teaching, if I am passing orders, it means these orders are just kept with the teachers. Teachers talk about the class rule, but teachers are not talking about the school rule. If the principals are not talking about the country rules, if the country is not talking about the global rules, how we get integrated? So it is individual responsibility, or it is the collaborative responsibility. If it is a collaborative, then we all have to think of as step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. You cannot directly climb step 1 to step 5.
Exactly.
United Nations is the one organization who is talking about the participation of the people rather than talks, rather than theories, rather than research. Till the time we do practices, it is not going to possible. As I keep saying, the air which you are breathing today, it was not produced by the plant which you planted. The fruits which you are eating today, these plants were not planted by you. If we are using someone else or the nature product, the way you will leave this body, because no one is permanent. What you live left for the other people, new coming generation. So it is a matter of responsibility. Honestly, it is a matter of responsibility and it is a matter of practicing. One more point, which was very, very close to my heart, accelerating the local level action. Honestly speaking, United Nations all alone cannot do anything till the time we start to the real ground situation. And acceleration means the practices are there, laws are there, but they are not in the practice. And if any law is being implemented without practice, trial, and proved theory, of course, it is going to be failed. So once you do anything to get failed, your choice. But once you are very keen, once you aim for something which you want to make it happen, you have to. I think we all educators, we all society volunteers have to come forward and think of. Thinking is a one-step process. Practicing is another step process. Making people aware is another step process. And I do request to all viewers, those who are watching this show, since we had two more speakers, but unfortunately I cannot see them on the screen. Dr. Haridas, I would like to take your closing comment and then we close. What do you pass it to the practitioner, especially those who can practice? I'm talking about the lower level of, not talking about the policy, not talking about the practices, not talking about the philosophical orders which are being passed, or the researches which has been collected. How we accelerate it?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Very nice, very good question. The most important thing that we know, the torch bearer of the society is the teacher. So first and foremost, the responsibility should have to take by the teachers, by the educators, by the principal, by the chairman of the school, and also parents can make the awareness, learning from the schools, learning from the principals, learning from the teachers, if they have no knowledge or they have no idea about it. So parents cannot, what do you call, put their hands up that, sorry, I don't know. But parents should also have to take responsibility. If the parents of each and every students can take this responsibility, to make them awareness to other parents, means the friends and other relatives or other persons, obviously society can bring a revolutionary changes through the policies of sustainable practices, and it only can come through the education sector, because a small child, a small student can one day be the society's leader, society's policymaker, society's what do you call, the pathfinder. So being as a, I am also an, I belongs to an educational community. So being an educator, I will urge to all the people, those watching this session, and obviously the dignitaries or the respectable speakers are all present here. I will request all of you that to make this type of awareness, Why we are not carrying a minimum responsibility to bring the changes in the society through the school support? If a principal, a class teacher, and whole school can take this initiative, obviously no one can give the obstacle to us or to perform our duties for the society. So, an educator, stakeholders, and also along with the parents, because a parent and the teachers are the joint collaborative work can never be failed for the society. If they can work jointly, believe me, it can bring a miracle change for the society. And that awareness should have to grow within ourselves, within the whole. Not only I am talking about India, within the whole world. If they can take the initiative, yes, each and every parent should have to think that why am I keeping for my son's future their environment? Why, what the environment I am putting for my daughter's health? So a parent should have to be very cautious. Yes, they should have to think about their education, their future. Also, they will have to think that what the natural percentage of carbon emission I am putting to the society. Yes, I am purchasing a very good car, very nice car. I have 6 cars. Okay, no problem. But how much emission I am giving or I am putting to the society each and every day when I am traveling, I am not remembering. That should have to take a point. China, they have taken the initiative of full carbon emission reduction. They have already done. Nowadays they have taken the electric vehicle, the electric train, the electric cars, the electric scooty, electric two-wheeler, everything they are trying to make. Widely spreading. It is already, but all the countries should have to think the green vehicle. They should have to change their mentality. That if milk, they should have to think, yes, milk is available in the market. Why should I purchase a black cow? But no, you should have to purchase a black cow. Here I am giving an example like this. Yes.
Right.
Yes, all we are purchasing cold drinks, but no one we are thinking about the plastic bottles. And we are making our habit every day. We should have to make an awareness. When my son and daughter comes from the school and they are telling, Dad, what you have done, don't throw it. Or if you are throwing, okay, put it into the dustbin properly. I have heard this type of message. Yes, in many neighbors' house. The children have taken this oath. Yes,
true.
This should have to take. It's just like a oath. Uh, in Southeast Asia, 2 countries, especially one is Indonesia, another is Cambodia. The parents are coming to the school once in a year, and each and every child, they are they are washing their legs and everything. Means they are cleaning, and after that they are doing the respect and everything, and just to show the society that mom and dad are doing lots of labors and lots of you can say the sacrifices for our education. Why should we not take one day at least to pay the respect and tribute to our parents? So this initiative has been taken by the president, by the stakeholders, by the community, that if this type of art should have to take. Believe me, in Cambodia, when I went to Sihanoukville, that area, sea area, and also one, the community, how to create the mud, the wall, creating the wall by mud, that houses, the students have learned it. So instead of using different items, they can use only the soil. So it can reduce the carbon. So that is the most important thing. Teachers should have to take the responsibility. It's just like you can say it's a need of the hour. It's a burning issue nowadays.
Very true. So that's all. Thank you so much, Dr. Divya. Thank you so much, Dr. Haridas. And my heartfelt gratitude to Beatrice Lucia along with the Renata. Renata, are you here?
And Beatrice is
Yes,
also.
sir. I'm here.
Yes, if you are here. So I would love to request Dr. Beatrice to close the session with.
Okay, what about Dr. Puneet? She won't be able to speak,
Dr.
sir?
Puneet has got some emergency. She is online, but she cannot. She gave me the message.
Just a second, sir. Beatriz is going to end this webinar, okay?
Sure. So welcome, Beatrice, Global Coordinator and the pillar of this all good initiative.
Global Educators Forum.
Yes.
And for the valedictory session.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Thank you to all the speakers for the collaboration in our program today. You can contribute to sustainable solutions for education and environment. Thank you to the Global Edu Leaders Forum and especially Mr. S.K. Sun, who is always involvement in education and environmental causes. Quality education and sustainability start past home and can know it's the school responsibility. But together we can make a difference in the world. I não reforço the invite to participants in our conference in Portugal. Wishes you all success.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We get back to you soon with the next episode. Once again,
yes,
thank you, Dr. Divya. Thank you, Puneet.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Haridas. And thank you, Beatrice and Renata. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.